He was in a jungle. But it was different. Everything was big and tall, the trees were shiny and made of metal and glass. Where am I? Kong wondered. He had never seen anything like it before.
He's back!
Kong was very curious. He decided to explore. He took a big step forward. Crash! Buildings shook, cars beeped their horns. People stopped and stared. Kong was a giant. Kong scratched his head. He didn't mean to cause trouble. Kong saw a giant banana on a poster. He loved bananas. Kong reached for the banana. Oops! He accidentally grabbed a taxi instead. The taxi driver screamed. Kong put the taxi down gently. He was a gentle giant, even if he was a little clumsy. Everything was so new and exciting. The city was a giant playground for Kong. He swung from buildings. He marveled at the bright lights. He even tried to drink from a fire hydrant. The water sprayed everywhere, soaking Kong. He shook his fur, showering everyone nearby. People ran and laughed. Kong felt a little sad. He just wanted to play. Why were the people scared? Kong saw a group of children. They were pointing at him. Kong waved his giant hand. The children gasped. Then they giggled and waved back. Kong smiled. Maybe the city wasn't so bad after all. Kong wandered through the city. He saw a vendor selling balloons. The balloons were bright and colorful. Kong wanted one. He reached out his giant finger. He poked a red balloon. Pop! The balloon burst with a loud bang. Kong jumped back in surprise. The vendor laughed. He gave Kong a whole bunch of balloons. Kong held them carefully. He was so happy. He floated through the city, the balloons lifting him up. People stopped and pointed. They weren't scared anymore. They were smiling. Kong loved making people smile. Suddenly Kong heard a loud crash. A building was on fire. People were trapped inside. Kong knew he had to help. He rushed towards the fire. Kong was strong. He used all his might to push the burning debris away. The firefighters could reach the people inside. Everyone cheered. Kong was a hero. He had saved the day. The people realized Kong was not a monster. He was kind and gentle. He was their friend. From that day on, Kong lived in the city. He protected everyone. And they welcomed him with open arms. The city had a new hero, and his name was Kong.